All right, let's talk about something that's probably on a lot of your minds. That huge, kind of scary jump from college life to your very first corporate job. We're going to break down how to make that leap way smoother and honestly, a lot more successful. I bet you are. You know that feeling, right? That knot in your stomach when you think about walking in on day one? It's totally normal. But what if I told you that the thing you're probably worried about isn't the real issue at all? So let's get right into it. We're going to uncover the real challenge of not just landing, but actually succeeding in that first job. Because, as it turns out, what most students are stressing over is completely wrong. Okay, look at this. On one side, you have what everyone thinks is the problem, a low GPA. But here's the truth. The real deal breaker, the thing that actually gets people into trouble, is just not being ready for day one. And here's why that matters so much. Companies these days move at lightning speed. They just don't have the time to train brand new hires on all the basics. They expect you to hit the ground running. And if you can't, well, they'll find someone who can. It's a tough world out there, but knowing this is half the battle. So, how in the world are you supposed to be ready for day one before you even get the job? That brings us to the solution. Let's talk about your secret weapon, your own personal training ground, something called a job simulation. So, what is a job simulation, really? It's not a boring lecture or another textbook. No way. It's a platform where you get to do the actual work of a real job. You're given real tasks, you solve real problems, but you do it all in a practice environment where it's totally okay to not know everything yet. And this quote just hits the nail on the head. Think about it. Would a pro athlete ever step onto the field for the championship game without practicing? Of course not. They run drills, they scrimmage, they prepare. Your career deserves that exact same level of prep. And this right here is the magic of it. It's a safe space. You can try things, you can mess up, you can make mistakes, and it's fine. There's no real-world pressure. It's a zone designed for one thing, letting you learn and build the kind of confidence that only comes from actually doing the work. Okay, so the concept sounds cool, right? But what does this practice actually look like? Let's dive into a few examples so you can see how this works in different fields. Let's say you're gunning for a tech job. In a simulation, you won't just read about code. You'll get a real-world coding task, just like your future boss would give you. You'll build it, test it, and submit it for review. You're literally doing the job before you even have the job. But what if you're not a coder? What about something like sales? Works the same way. You get a customer profile, jump into a role-play scenario, and practice your pitch. You get to learn how to handle objections and close a deal, all in a safe practice setting. And for all you aspiring managers out there, you'd get a project brief. Your job would be to plan it all out, assign tasks to a virtual team, and manage the whole workflow. You're practicing strategy and planning, the skills that really matter. Okay, so you put in the time, you do the work. What's the real payoff? This is where it gets really, really good. Let's talk about the massive, almost unfair advantage this gives you. The rewards are huge. First, you become that day one ready person every company is searching for. Second, you get real experience to put on your resume, not just class projects. Third, and get this, you can often earn stipends while you're learning. And finally, this can lead directly to full-time job offers. Yeah, let's pause on that for a second. Earning while you learn. Some of these platforms are actually stipend-based, meaning you get paid to do these tasks. It might be a small amount, but it gives you a taste of what a salary feels like and makes the whole thing feel that much more real. So when you boil it all down, that's what this is. A job simulation is the missing link. It's the bridge that connects all the theory you learned in college to the real-world success you want in your career. It turns what you know into what you can do. And that brings us to the end. But really, it brings us to a choice, a decision point for you. Because when you think about it, there are basically two paths you can take starting right now. And this lays it out perfectly. It's that simple. You can choose to have fun now, put off the real prep, and then struggle later when you're trying to catch up in a demanding job. Or you can practice now, put in that work, and set yourself up to succeed later. Because at the end of the day, that's what it all comes down to. Your future really is decided by the small choices you make today. You have the tools, you have the opportunity. The only question is, what's it going to be?